are all the books that I got. Take the time to try and reorganize my bookshelf.
Selfish right now. You said yourself you'd be breaking every vow.
Hi, it's Oa and welcome back to my channel for another video.
You fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away. Standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere.
And today I'm going to be doing a bookish vlog. I am going to go book shopping today, and then I wanted to do like a little haul of what I've got, and I need to reorganize my bookshelf. So I thought I would do like a little vlog, take you guys along a couple days in my life, and also do that at the same time. I am going to be using some of the money I got for Christmas to get myself a couple new books, and because books are quite expensive, I'm actually going to France to buy some books. For anyone like curious why I do that, is because I live very close to the border with France. I live in Switzerland, but I'm close to the border, and books are like half of the price than they are here. For like a novel, like one of those like 400, 500 pages novels, they're like 30 bucks here, and if you're lucky in France they can be like between 15 and 20 bucks. So it's definitely worth it. I can have like almost twice as many books depending on like which book it is. So I'm going to be taking you along this adventure. We're also going there because they have a supermarket that has a lot of gluten-free stuff, and I eat gluten-free, so we like to go there once in a while and stock up on a few things that we can't find in Switzerland. So that is the plan for today. I'm going to be taking you along.
Open up the window, I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold. The autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September. Since I was a little child, every year for as long as I remember.
So I am now back in the car. We went to the FNAC to get the books. I couldn't get like much clips while in there because it was pretty busy, and I had my parents trying to like rush me so we didn't take like too many hours, but hopefully I got a couple clips. And it was like kind of crazy, like the pocket version of the books, like the small ones, they were like 8 bucks. So I got a lot of books. I should have enough books for like the rest of the year now, which is really cool. But now my parents are going in a pharmacy because my dog has hypothyroidism, and her vet is in France because it's like a specialized vet, and we don't have any like in Switzerland. But she makes prescriptions in France, so we have to come here to get them her medication. So they're getting her that while I'm waiting in the car. So we went to a grocery shop and it was a pretty quick trip. I went without my motor for once, so I pushed myself, which means that I didn't get a lot of clips because I was busy with both of my hands. Usually I have the motor and I just need one hand. But I got the gluten-free products and I got a few things for Skyla as well. And then my parents got whatever they wanted and we were out. There are like a few products that we can't find in Switzerland, so we go to France to get them. And then once I was back in the car, I had a horrible migraine, so I used my Calm device by Pengon. I will link it down below. It is perfect for migraines. It really helps. It's the only thing that helps me, so it is a lifesaver. And then I got home. Hi, it is now the next day and yesterday I didn't give any updates. I was pretty shattered after we came home. It was like 2 or 2:30 p.m. something like that. And we left at like 9 a.m. so it was like we didn't spend a lot of time there, but like it's like an hour and a half to 2 hour drive, so it was exhausting. And like the store, like for the food that we went to, like the supermarket, was like so busy and so loud, and I got like a really bad migraine. So in the car I put on the device on my forehead. It is called Calm by Pengon and it works really well for migraines. Also, it's something to take medication because it was bad. So I took the rest of the day. I did edit a video, but other than that I did some like more calm stuff and didn't do much because I was really tired. But today I feel better and I want to do a book haul. This is the bag with all the books. It is not filled, but I'm gonna take them all out and I'm gonna show you to them. So here are all the books that I got while at the bookstore. I have 7 books in total. I had to recount to make sure I wasn't saying something wrong, but the price of these books were kind of crazy, so I splurged a little bit. I'm gonna be fully transparent and say that I spent 112 euros, which is a lot more than I thought I would spend, like wanted to spend, but also like 7 books for 100 like bucks is nothing. Where I live, I could get like 3 books for that price, depending on which book it is. Because like for Christmas I got the first tom, like the first book in the Legendborn series, which this one is the second one. It is as gorgeous as the first one, but it was like 30 bucks for like a book like this. And I got a second other like special edition, which was 50 bucks alone for one book. So it is pretty expensive here, but in France it is a lot better, so I splurged a little bit. As you saw, my first book, that was like the one reason I wanted to go, and that was to get the next book in the Legendborn series because I really needed the second tom, because obviously I had the first one for Christmas, and then I wanted to finish a couple series that I had like started and wanted the next book in. So I got the Keepers of the Lost City, the 8th one in Pocket Edition, and literally the Pocket Edition, this one was 9.50 euros, so that's really nothing for like a whole, like it's a massive book. But I am really happy that this one, I think it came out like not that long ago, because the last time I checked it wasn't out, so I'm pretty happy about that. I have all the other ones in pocket versions, but I've technically already read until the 8.5. It's like a secret edition book with like secrets and behind the scenes stuff. And then for completing duology, I need to check the name of it in English, but it is from Kiara Cass, and it is the second book in a duology, but I don't know the name of them in English, so I will have to check that in. But I never read the first one because I wanted to have the second one. I have loved Kiara Cass books before, obviously like the Selection series, so I was really excited to get the second one in that series so I can read them finally. And then I got the pocket version of the Mortal Instrument, The Origin. I have read the entire main series because my friend lended me the last 2 books that I needed, so I technically don't have the full series of the Mortal Instruments, but I've already read them, and I read them literally like a couple months ago, so I know that I don't want to reread them soon. I will want to buy them eventually, but not right now. So I got the next book to read, which is one of the Origin. It is the first book in the Origin. I think it is the same thing in English and French, so I'm guessing it is the Mechanic Angel, but I'm not exactly sure. I will double check. Another book from an author that I already own books, and I've already heard about it, so I really wanted to get it, and that is Somebody Like You by Estelle Masqueme, I think, and I read her books. I reread technically the Did I Mention I Love You series at the start of the year, fell in love with the story. I had read in like 2021, I think, the first 2 books in that series, and then I read the third one this year for the first time, and I really love her writing style, and I'm really excited for it. I got a book in English, which is kind of crazy that they had one. It is Twisted Love, and when I got it, I completely forgot that technically it is part of the series. I don't know why. I saw it before, but it didn't click in my mind that it was the first book in that series. I just recognized the cover and I was like, oh, I want to get it. So I'm really excited for that one too. I do read both in French and in English, so it's not like a problem for me to get a book in English, but it is very rare to find. And then the final book, I'm so excited about it. I don't know the name of it in English. I saw it, but I forgot about it. I think it's The Poison Heart, but I'm not sure. But the cover is very similar from the English version. It is so gorgeous, and I need to get the plastic off of it, but since it was in transit, I didn't want to like have it be like damaged. But it has like the sprayed edges, and like it looks like this. It is so pretty, and it is from Kaylin Bryan, I think. So yeah, that is the final book that I got, and this one was the most expensive of all of them. It was 25 euros, but it is a special edition, and it's still like half of the price I would have paid for that one here, so it's pretty good. But I will need to find the rest of the books in that series now, which is pretty funny, I think. But yeah, that is all for my book haul. Today my plan is to get some homework done. I need to record another video for the channel, which will be up before this one, and like just like need to get some work done and stuff like that. So I'm gonna take you along this afternoon, and then I think tomorrow I will try and do the bookshelf reorganization. I don't know how this will all play out, but yeah, that's all for the book haul.
Searching for something that ain't lost. Have we got our lines crossed? We're wasting time on stuff that doesn't really matter, while wishing for something better. I try to fix things that weren't broken, misunderstandings and words unspoken. We fall apart and I won't dare.
Hi, it has been a little while since I started this video. I've been wanting some not too bad weather to actually have some light to show you around my bookshelf and organize my books, and I was not very lucky. We had a lot of rain, a lot of storms and all of that, but today is decent enough, so I thought I would take the time to try and reorganize my bookshelf in a way that makes sense, and trying to add all of the new books. So first of all, I'm gonna show you like the current situation, because I have a pile of book behind me here on my little cart, and then back here I have the ones that I got the other day plus the ones from Christmas. So I'm gonna show you around all that, and then we're gonna try to do some treacherous work and fit everything in my bookshelf that is already very, very full. So this is what I'm dealing with on my cart here. I have a bunch of books that I got like right at the beginning of the summer. Also I have some that I took out of my bookshelf to take with me on a trip. I was hospitalized for almost 3 weeks this summer, and I took some books with me and never got them back to the bookshelf. So yeah, I have like quite a bit of them in here that needs to be in the bookshelf. And this is my bookshelf situation. At the top up here, I could potentially put the Disney cookbook. I think I could have the space for that up there, but I just have like some, oh, it's focusing on my finger. I have some like important documents and stuff like that. Then this is all cookbooks as well, and then those are all school books that I had to purchase over the years. And then after that we actually get into my actual books, and thankfully I have a lot of pocket editions, so I feel like it could work. Also, another thing to note is that in my bookshelf there is enough space to double stack, so I think that's gonna be what I'm gonna do. This part I don't want to change out too much because they're kind of like my favorite books. And then I have another section down here that I have some books as well, and I will be double stacking some in there as well. And then finally we can move to the side panel, and I have some books that need to go back in here, but here I have all of the books that I read in my childhood, so have still like a little bit of space here and there, but not that much. So I think the game plan is to start with the school books, and I'm gonna check with my curriculum if I will still need any of these books. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm gonna check and see, and if I don't need any of those, I'm gonna push them to the back, and I'm gonna, ooh, where is it? Here. I'm gonna put these ones here at this part here in front of the school books, because I'm not gonna ever read those books again, I think, or like probably not, so I don't care if they're pushed behind. So that's the first part of the plan, and then I'm just gonna try and take things out and work out what I'm gonna do. I don't know, but it needs to be done, so let's do this.
What's it like to be the one that he turns to when he's out of answers? What's it like to be the one that he comes to when he wants to dance? And I wonder what's that like? I've got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish he felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like every day. Don't know what to do or what I should say, 'cause I've got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name. What's it like to hold his hand when he tells you that you're all he wants, and it's midnight? Oh.
For my organizing, I have to say that I didn't really have a set plan on what I wanted to do. I kind of went along and figured things out like along the way, so it was a little bit of a struggle. So I had to cut out like a lot of the clips of me just like redoing a bunch of things a million times, because I was putting things in one place and then changing my mind and then putting them somewhere else. But in the end, I kind of figured out like what I wanted to do with the top shelf, which is that I had all of my pocket editions on one side and then all of my standalones in a pile on the other side, and it worked quite well. And that was like this shelf with a bit of a struggle, but the worst ones were the shelf right below it. That one was a real struggle, but it was overall like a pretty relaxing time, and it made me able to see like all of the books that I have really more. So I wanted to do a little progress update. I've been listening to some music as I've been working, and right now I'm in a bit of an in-between stage where I did a lot of progress, but like it's still looking like a mess. Also, it's so bright you can't even see behind me, but this is the current situation. So I have a big spot here that still needs, like, this whole shelf needs to be organized, as well as this one, and I've also cleared most of this, and this one doesn't have a double row now, so all the books that I don't really like have already read, don't plan on reading anytime soon, I can put them in the back down there as well, because this shelf has my old journals and then some souvenirs and stuff, and I've put a couple more school books here, so this one is full. Then this one has some, oops, sorry, wrong side. This one has non-fiction books behind it. I have some books on ADHD and stuff like that in the back, and then that's pretty much where I'm at. I still have like so many books to fit. I have like the whole Pearl Prince series. I'm gonna turn you around so you can actually see. I have this collection of books that I need to fit, the Pearl Prince series, my 2 special editions, as well as the Legendborn series and this book. And like this one I'm taking off of the bookshelf, and these 2 were at the bottom of the cookbooks that I took out. So I'm doing pretty well, I have to say. I didn't think I would do this well.
Hey darling, Can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Hey darling.
So I am now all done. I don't know how, but I fit every single book in my bookshelf. Like, there's nothing on my bed. It is almost insane. I didn't film every second of me trying to figure all of this out because it was pretty hard. Also, the sun is setting, so sorry for the really weird lighting. I will show you tomorrow the final and finished look, but I have all of my series here and then some other ones here, my pocket editions. I just love this, but I have reached the point where I cannot have a single more book or I will have to buy a new bookshelf. So I officially have maxed the potential of this, or maybe if I don't need as many folders, maybe I can have more books. But I'm gonna see you tomorrow when the lighting is actually good enough to show you how the bookshelf turned out. So let's go through how I organized my bookshelf really quickly. I have on this top shelf mostly all of my pocket editions on this side, and I only have 2 that aren't from the same series, which is The Keepers of the Lost Cities. And then on this side I have mostly standalones. I have 2 editions of the Sabrina books. I have the English version and then the sorry, it focuses on my finger. I have the French edition and then the English editions, and the 2 books at the top are in English as well, and all the other ones here are in French. And actually there's only this one and the 2 at the top that I haven't read from this shelf. And then going down I have the bigger books now, and these 3 are from the same authors, which are the Did I Mention I Love You series, and then that's the 4th book in that series and another one from that same author. And then I have the Kiara Cass books, and I have another one of her books here. And then I have the mostly series. I don't have the other books in this series, I have them in ebook. Then I have 2 romance, the Legend Born series, which you can't unfortunately see very well because it's very bright. Oh, here you can see one and the other. And then I have my Love Hypothesis and Love in the Brains special editions. And then coming down I have my fantasy shelf, which are all fantasy books. So I have the Mortal Instruments series, the Cruel Prince series, and then 2 special edition books. And then I have the Tara Duncans, which are French books. I think only the first one was translated, but they're my favorite fantasy reads ever. And then over under here I have some books that I don't really go to very often. I just have them here really. Here are just some books that I don't I have already read and don't plan on reading again, so they're just here. And then this is an entire collection of books, which are the Juliet Around the World, And that is pretty much it for my bookshelf. So that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I had such a fun time, and this is kind of like different content for me, so let me know what you think of that kind of content, if you'd like to see more of that coming for this next year. I'm definitely wanting to do a little more like reading content and just what I read and all of that in general, and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn on the post notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I upload next. Also follow me on all of my other socials. I am more active on there, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!